Hey guys, welcome back to Rule the World. Now I have to apologize because last episode my blacksmithing was atrocious. I created a really shoddy blade in the form of the Executioner. Wasn't very cool at all. So I have put out an advert for a blacksmith. I need a blacksmith to come to the kingdom and educate me in the ways of the blade and the ways of steel. I need a guy, an NPC, to come in and teach me how to forge some of the greatest weapons in the world. I've got this cool blade, the Black Razor, and my Bow of God Kings is pretty cool. But it'd be really nice to have somebody to work through my forge, to sort out all of my metals and my ores, and to show me how to create some amazing weapons. But this episode, we're going to be making some different kinds of weapons. What we're going to be making are some mana guns. And what is a mana gun? Well, I'm going to show you right now. Right, so my voice is slowly getting better. Last episode, it was pretty croaky, let me tell you that, but you guys know. So what we're going to be doing this episode is, let me open up the Lexica Botania, and I'll show you. We're going to be going into, is it baubles and accessories? No, not quite. Mystical items. Yeah, here we go. Now, we've already gotten a living wood bow, but what we're going to be making this episode is a mana blaster. Now, the mana blaster is like a portable mana spreader. It shoots mana, like pew, pew, pew. And let's go over and take a look at what I mean by that. That's right. Just like this thing here, just like the mana spreader, it shoots these green beams of mana. Now, there we go. Check this out. The mana turntable has been going overnight, and it's been going in overdrive because look at this. That's right. Every single one of these mana pools is full to the brim. Wait, was that one not quite? Yeah, okay, this one isn't quite, but don't worry, it's definitely getting there. And that's pretty good news. That means I think next episode we can make a full kind of set of Terra Steel stuff. But anyway, back to the mana blaster. So let's take a look. Was it in mystical items? Yeah, here we go. So it's not exactly a firearm as much as a portable spreader. Well, okay, that's not a gun then. What am I doing? What am I talking about gun-wise? I can't shoot monsters with that. Well, hang on a sec. You utilize mana carrying items, it can shoot a mana burst when one is looking at. Burst is a bit different from one fired from a spreader, as it's faster, but carries only 3/4 of the power. There's also a short cooldown period after firing the blaster, right? So that doesn't sound like a very good gun so far. Wait, this is where all of that changes. Mana lenses. Now, there are some mana lenses in this game that you put in a spreader that change what the mana does. And when I was looking through the mana lenses, it said, well, I'll show you in a second, that some of them do some really weird effects, and I couldn't work out why those effects were good in a spreader, because they were things like set stuff on fire, blow stuff up, increase the range. And I was like, well, why do I care about that? But if I put one of these mana lenses in a mana blaster, suddenly I have a gun that I can shoot that will blow stuff up. That sounds pretty crazy. Imagine a gun where I can shoot stuff and it will smelt it as soon as I shoot it. Or imagine a gun where I can shoot stuff and it will make it drop from the sky, just like fall, like it was sand or gravel. Imagine shooting at a platform underneath somebody or turning what they're standing on into sand so they fall to their deaths. That's crazy cool. Or imagine just shooting TNT, like a gun that shoots TNT. It sounds crazy. So this is how we make a gun. Oh, we actually need TNT, a mana diamond, a rune of mana, and some living wood and a mana spreader. Well, that's all pretty simple stuff. In fact, I think I might even have every single one of those except the TNT. So let's make a mana blaster. Oh, right, yeah, and another thing you guys mentioned is that I wasn't searching properly through the warehouse, and I couldn't work out how, because when I type stuff in here, nothing happens, doesn't change anything. But I realize now exactly what I have to do to change that. If I do the sort type and then input, I can look for specific things, and it sorts it by how close it is to that name. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for gunpowder, There we go, top of the list, gunpowder, nice. So whatever else I want to look for, I can just use this search bar. Makes it so easy, so quick, and so simple. So thank you guys at home for mentioning that in the comments section. Make sure, by the way, you head over to Reddit, that's reddit.com/r/Yogscast, and you upvote the Rule the World thread, get it top so that people can see it. And also, if you've got any comments or suggestions, make sure you place them in there. Now, we've been getting bones by digging up fossils, which is actually a great way of getting bones if you don't want to kill skeletons. We've also been getting some cool things like ancient swords and helmets, and I think we even have some scarab gems. Yeah, there we go. Right, so what do we need for a mana blast? We need a TNT, which is gunpowder and sand. So do I have any sand? Yes, I do. I've got gunpowder. So what else do I need for a mana blast? Let's change this to Britannia. Now I need a rune of mana, which I don't actually have any spare of. And I'll need mana steel, a mana pearl. Wow, that's actually really simple to make. No sweat. So let's just get all the ender pearls out of here. In fact, there's probably some... Right, let's just use the search thing. End. Right, so I'll take a stack of ender dust. That can turn into mana pearls. Have I got any diamonds in here? They're a girl's best friend. But it looks like I'm fresh out of friends. Yeah, no luck, unfortunately. But I do actually have some diamonds stored over by the blacksmith. Oh, look at these. Terra blade, Terra steel chest, Terra steel helmet of revealing. Wow. Can't wait to make that stuff when I can make Terra steel. Right, so that's everything we need to make the mana rune, I think. Yep, mana pearls, or rather ender pearls, which I can turn into mana pools by throwing them in the mana pools. So what else did I need for a mana blaster? Let's take a look. TNT, check. Mana diamond, check. Rune, check. Living wood, and a redstone mana spreader. All the rest of that junk... Oh, hey, Benji, how's it going? All the rest of that stuff should be over by the warehouse for Britannia. Let's just double check on our miner bros over here and check our mailbox, see if we've got any mail. It's been a while. Stinterfell and Blackwood. That's right. It's the only two mailboxes I know of. And there's been no correspondence from Blackwood. No, I didn't kill that guy, so I wonder what he's doing over there. Is he raising another army to march on my dudes? I don't know. Does he even know that I stole the part of his goddess? In fact, where is Renzovia's head? I can't remember where I put it. Am I wearing it? No. My helmet is low, though. But wow, look at this quarry. It's super deep already. All right, let's hightail it back to Botania Zone. Right, so another quick dig around in here. I'm going to need... I can use those mana pearls. I'll need some mana steel ingots. Now, did I put the diamonds in here? No, not by the looks. There's no runes of mana. But that's okay, we can make those. Floral powder. Okay, there's a spreader, which we'll need. Put the other one back. And we'll need 2 living wood as well. Put the others back. Now we just need a diamond. And I think I've got one over here. If there's not one in here... which there isn't. There might be one in my bag of holding, actually. Oh, yeah, there we go. Loads of them. Now, we're just going to use these mana pools over here because they fill up super quick because of this mana spreader on a turntable. So let's see. Every one of them's full except this one, but it's definitely getting there. Oh, and this one too, actually. So we'll just use this mana pool here because it's the first one to fill up. We need a mana diamond, which we've got now. Sweet stuff. Now, I've turned down the game volume, actually. That's right, master volume. Let's whack that up. Oh, yeah, now it makes sense. Now I can hear the mana drinking. I wasn't sure why I couldn't hear that before, but I turned it down to stream. Okay, so now we have everything we need, I think, to make the Rune of Mana, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana steel ingots and a mana pearl. So let's do that. Mana pearl, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit it with the one of the forest. Bam! Now it's going to start creating it. We're getting mana sucked in from this pool here. This should be going down now. Can we see it going down? Yeah, not by the looks. Looks like it doesn't take that much mana at all to make one of these gems. One of these runes, even. Right, okay, right click again. Oh, no, wait, we need to get a living rock. And do we have any living rock? I have been creating some over here. There we go. Let's grab all this up. Sweet, sweet like chocolate balls. Oh, man, I just want chocolate now. Now we chuck the living rock. Down at living rock. Grab a Fraggle, buy his frock. Okay. And now we right click again. Blam! A mana rune. And now we'll go and make the TNT as well. There's a crafting bench over here, I think. And TNT is just like gunpowder and sand, right? Simple enough. Is it like this or the other way? Nope, that's it. Okay, 1 TNT. Sweet. That should be everything I need. Oh no, wait, there's one thing missing. And that is, I believe, let's check the gun. A mana diamond. No, I made that already. Okay, sweet. Let's make this bad boy. Okay, so the mana diamond, the TNT, the rune of mana, the spreader at the front. 1, 2, buckle my... Wait, what? But that's correct, isn't it? Yeah. A mana blaster, TNT, a mana diamond, living wood. It's exactly right. Right, so let's just double check we're doing everything correctly here. 2 living wood. Oh, redstone mana spreader. That's what we're doing wrong. All right, sweet. Now it makes sense. Let's take this mana spreader out and make it a redstone one. And that's as easy as putting redstone next to a mana spreader. All right, no sweat. Let's go and grab up some redstone and fix this problem. There we go. Nice stack of redstone. So how else has the farm been going? Well, you know, everything's going pretty well down here on the farm. Nothing really to report. All the crops are kind of growing away. Benji and Martin are currying around and carrying everything correctly. Everything's working really, really smoothly. Hannah's baking bread. Panda's turning the crank. We're cooking all of our steaks and our fish. All the food is just working so great. And the miners too, they're all mining away. And we've got more materials than ever in the warehouse. Everything is coming up fantastically. So I'm going to make another crafting bench, I think, because I need a bit more space over here. We'll put it over back here in the corner there. And I just need to do this to make the redstone mana spreader. There we go, bang. And this should make us the mana blaster. All right, lock, stock, ready to rock. Now, you see now we have like a blue bar underneath our XP bar. We've got 31 levels, and we've got a blue bar of mana. Oh, whoa, check that out. Oh, it even sounds like a gun. Now, it's sucking out mana from somewhere. Now, I think what it's doing is it's using my band of mana that I happen to have as a bauble on my person. And I can fill that up just by standing on a mana pool, I think. But this is pretty cool already. Now, what I can do is I can sit in front of this mana pool right now and just keep shooting it. And just like a spreader, it'll throw mana into the pool. But that'd take all day. And that's not really why I made the gun. Oh, I'll tell you what is cool actually as well. Look, I can probably do a rocket jump. No, not really, but there is a bit of a knockback with the mana spreader. I keep getting shot back. It's pretty cool, but it could be very deadly if I'm on a ledge. So I've got to be very careful about how I do that. Right, so what else can I do with the mana blaster? Well, like I said, we can make it into a weapon by putting a mana lens on this bad boy. Right, so here we go. Under mana manipulation, we have mana lenses. In order to upgrade a mana spreader, one can apply mana lenses. Now, I'm going to show you why this would create something crazy. All 16 colors of spectrum are combined with a mana pearl to create a rainbow lens. These will change the color of the burst. Oh, no way! We could make, like, a rainbow lens? Wait, hang on a sec. There isn't 16 spaces inside a workbench. So I couldn't make a rainbow lens. Lenses can be dyed or combined with a mana pearl. Right, so let's get a lens and a mana pearl. How do you make a lens to start with? Okay, we're going to make a whole bunch of lenses here because I've got loads of mana steel anyway. But glass panes, okay, I'll need to cook up some sand to make some glass that I can turn into glass panes. Unless there's some glass in the warehouse, but I doubt there is. We'll make a rainbow lens with a mana pearl, but also we'll make some destructive lenses. So let's see what the recipes are for those. So let's see, a potency lens will double the amount of mana. Don't need that. We don't need anything that changes how much mana. What we need is things that change what the mana does. Like, for example, a bounce lens lets you bounce the ray off of like a wall. Sounds pretty cool, but not what we need. Gravity lens, right. So makes the mana burst be attracted by the world's gravitational pull. The bore lens charges the mana with the ability to break any blocks it comes into contact with. So you could turn your mana gun into a drill. A damaging lens means you can turn it into a gun that does damage, and you just use a rune of wrath to make that. Oh, what's a rune of wrath? Sounds pretty tricky to make. Phantom lens means it passes through blocks. Magnet lens. An entropic lens. Right, causing it to release its energy in the form of an explosion. Oh, right, sweet. So we can turn our gun into a rocket launcher. Well, let's do that. How do you make an entropic lens? We need a rune of envy and a mana lens. And how do you make a rune of envy? Well, let's take a look in here. Now, we've got the conventional runes here. The rune of water, fire, air, wind, and earth. But where is the rune of envy? Rune of lust, rune of gluttony, greed. Oh, wow, it's the 7 deadly sins. Or Homunculi, if you're a fan of Full Metal Alchemist. A Rune of Envy, 2 mana diamonds, a water and a winter rune. And a winter rune requires cake, wool, snow, earth, and water. Okay, that's quite the chain, but we can definitely get there. Right, so let's gather up all the things we need. We're going to need eggs for the cake, as well as sugar, maybe wheat. We're also going to need snow, but you can't actually gather snow without a shovel. So do we have a shovel? Yes, we do. Wow. This sorting system's really handy. It's only low health, but we shouldn't need to gather too much snow. I'll have to find a snow biome, though. Right, that should be everything, but we're going to need to use some furnaces to craft some sand into glass. I didn't check the warehouse for glass, but these things are so quick, they can probably just cook up some sand in like next to no time. If we just put 6 in each, that should get us all the glass we're ever likely to need for mana lenses. There we go, and while that's cooking up, I'm going to try and make a rune of... Well, no, I can't make a rune of winter. Let's see, rune of pride, envy, greed, autumn, winter. Right, to make a rune of winter, I'm going to need a rune of earth and water. Well, I can make a rune of... Wait, I don't actually need to make a rune of water or earth. I think I have some spares. Let's just grab up the glass that's been made already, because this should be enough to make all the lenses I need. Blam, blam. There we go. Loads of this stuff. We're also going to need some more sugar cane to make the cake, so I'm just going to grab some of that. Just a quick burst, though. This should be plenty. And now I'll just leave the rest to grow. Oops. Just replant that. Man, so much stuff to do. When you have a purpose and a cause, it's really cool. But honestly, like, it's so frustrating wanting to complete something, knowing you know how, and having all the materials, but all the time it takes for you to actually run from A to B, to gather things, to put things together. But we can do it, guys. We're going to make a mana explosion gun and a rainbow gun, of course. Let's do that. So we're going to... Oh, wait, hang on a sec. We're going to make 3 lenses first. Wow, 16 glass panes. 1, 2, and there's the 3rd lens. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine a lens with a mana pearl to make a mana lens rainbow tinted. Now what we do is we put the mana pistol in here and we add the mana lens like that to give it the rainbow tinted mana lens. Now unfortunately I'm not quite sure how we change it once we've put this lens on it, but let's give it a go. Alright, let's give this thing a fire. Let's see if we can shoot some rainbow beams. Okay, green, blue, purple, red, yellow, green again. Okay, that's kind of cool, but unfortunately it's also kind of useless, because what's the point? We just made a gun that shoots different colors. It's not like an actual rainbow. I wanted to shoot a rainbow. Oh man, that sucks. No worries though, let's get started with making the next part of what we need. Now, I think I have the extra runes in the warehouse. That's right, a rune of water and a rune of earth. We do have some spares of those. So what else do we need to make a rune of winter? Water and earth, no sweat. A cake, which is milk. Oh no, milk could be a tricky one. Sugar, no problem. Eggs and wheat, no problem. But milk, how do I get milk? We don't... Oh, wait, hang on a sec. I've got a whole kind of pen full of cows. No sweat. I just need some buckets. Well, all right. What else do I need then? Snow. Okay, it's time to find a snowy biome. Now, if we open up the map with the J key, we should be able to find some snow. Wow, look at this. It's like a weird change in the biome. Oh, this map is very strange, isn't it? It's like a sliver of desert there. Whoa, what's this? Oh, right, that's the temple. That's the Temple of Renzovia. Man, that thing looks amazing from the sky. Doesn't that look so cool? What's this? Oh, now this white stuff, definitely snow. Can we go there? All right, yes, we can. But wait, no, if I get in my boat and go there, it's going to take like forever. Maybe we could go to the Twilight Forest to get our snow. Or maybe there's an even easier way to get snow. Let's take a look. Snow. Make it with snowballs. Crushing ice into snow. That works. Well, okay, what about snowballs? How do we make snowballs? Turn a snowball into 2 snowballs. A centrifuge. Rock crusher. Okay, the only way we're going to find snow is in a snow biome. So I'm going to go and head south, pick up some snow, and come back to you. It's a long boat journey that you don't need to watch me do. So I'm just going to sail south in a boat made out of wood and come back here with some snow. Right, so I've made it south. I'm near the Temple of Renzovia. Should have brought her head. But there's snow all around here, and by the looks, yep, here it is. So let's just dig up some snowballs and get the hell out of Dodge. There's one snowball. Shouldn't take too long to get these. All right, my shovel's dead, but that's fine. I should have plenty of snow. Now let's get back to base and try and make our entropy rune. Or rather, was it entropy or envy? Envy rune, so we can make our entropy mana lens? Something like that. Anyway, we're going to make our exploding gun. That's what we're going to do. Okay, back at base, but there's a couple more things I need. That's right, we need some milk. I've got 2 buckets here. I might need 3, though. Have I got any iron in here? Of course, let's just sort. Iron. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That should do me. Blam. Now I'm just going to dump some stuff in here that I don't need, like the dirt, the remaining glass. There we go. That should be enough. All right, now it's time to milk these cows. Come here, cow people. Now, one thing I've noticed actually is that there are no female or male cows in this. There's just asexual reproduction. Okay, how do I milk these things? I don't know. I haven't milked a cow on this server yet. No! Oh no! No! Milk overload. Whew. Okay, now I did not know that you can actually pour milk out in this. Didn't know it was a substance that actually runs like water. Okay, no worries. We've got our milk now. We can go and make our rune and make our mana blaster that actually shoots like a gun and explodes stuff. Okay, the first thing we need to do is make a cake. Before we do that, I'm just going to turn all of my snowballs into snow. There we go. And now a cake. How do you make a cake? It's a piece of cake to make a pretty cake. It's wheat along the bottom, then milk along the top, sugar on the left and the right, and then an egg in the middle, and bam, got ourselves a Minecraft cake. Woohoo! The lie. Oh man, it's the first time I've made a cake on this server. Crazy. Okay, so what next? Rune of Winter requires 2 snow, a wool. Did I put any wool in the warehouse over here? I thought I did. Have I got any wool on me? Oops. There we go. There's some wool. So this should be pretty simple then. A rune of winter. It's a cake. Those 2 other runes. I'll need to get those 2 other runes actually. A rune of water. And a rune of earth. So let's do this. Rune of earth, rune of water, a cake, 2 snow, a wool, and I think that's it. Now if I right click, yes, this is it, a rune of winter. And I'll need a living rock. Okay, it's forged, and you can see the lightning crackle now. The last piece of the puzzle, the living rock, and blammo, a rune of winter. And now we use that to make the rune of envy, which is just a rune of water, a rune of winter, and 2 mana diamonds. Let's just make ourselves 2 more mana diamonds now. There we go. Oh, I love that sound. Okay, so the rune of mana, the rune of mana, the rune of winter. Where was the other rune of water? I think we put it back in their warehouse. Let's go and grab it. There we go. I'll have to make some more of those. The rune of water. There we go. It's creating it. And then we put the living rock on top. It's taking up a lot of mana, but it looks like these pools are still pretty full, so that's okay. There we go. And here we go, the living rock. Blam! Wow, we got how many runes? 2 runes of envy. That's lucky. Or is it lucky? Is it luck how much you get? Or do you always get a fixed amount? Let's check the Botania lexicon now. And so it's just a mana lens and a rune of envy makes the entropic lens. Let's do it. Is this going to work? No, we need a new mana blaster. So I'm just going to go away and make... Oh, hang on a sec. Can I... Oh, right. No, we don't. I can just take the lens off by pressing that. Oh, and we even get the lens back. No way. So we can just conveniently take off and put on different lenses for different situations. Okay, so we've got a mana blaster now with an entropic lens. Let's go and test this baby out. My mana is at full, so let's go and explode some fools. Now let's try it on this tree over here. What did the tree do to me? Well, nothing, but let's kill the tree. Oh, it works. Oh, no way. Oh, this is so cool. Wow, the explosion's huge as well. Oh, man. Now, what's the range on this thing? Let's try and shoot the tree from a distance. Oh, no way. Oh, this is better than a rocket launcher. This is crazy. Oh, man, this is seriously sick. I love this gun. I'm just going to wreck this whole tree. Now, how much mana am I actually using up here? What I'll do is I'll take out the whole tree with this bad boy. Oh, man, this is a great way to mine, you know? I could just go down deep underground and just mine up everything that I need to with my new mana blaster. Oh, this is crazy. So cool. Now, let's check the actual really effective range. I'm going to go really far away and try and shoot this tree now. Wow, it's ultra long range. I can shoot things from miles away. Okay, let's try and go real far, like over the water far. Now, if I can shoot from this distance, it's going to be amazing. Oh my god, this thing has like a crazy range. That is insane. That is wicked sick. Okay, the last piece of wood, we're going to just try for a crazy, insane sniper shot from like miles away. Let's see if this works. Now if this works, this is a crazy range on this thing. Okay. Rat-tat-tat. Did I miss? I might have missed. Oh my god, it exploded from this far away. That's insane. Oh my god, so I've now created a super amazing, this was so cheap as well, so cheap and easy to make, but a super amazing rocket launcher that shoots from miles away. I'll check by my baubles. I've barely used like any mana at all. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, this has been Rule the World, and today we're messing around with mana guns. There's a whole bunch of different lenses that you can apply to the mana blaster. Not just explosions, but you can set things on fire. You can give things gravity like gravel and sand, so they drop from the sky. The options are just crazy, so check it out. I've been Shin, and this has been Rule the World. Next episode, we're going to use the mana that we've generated so far to make some Terra Steel and see what other cool things we can make with the Terra Steel bars that we produce. But until next time, whoops, sorry about that. Until next time, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you for some more Minecraft modded Rule the World. Take care.